So Lisa, what is a living will trust?
It's a really common planning tool used in the US, Sonia.
And why do people use it in the US?
They use them to get around probate, essentially, because probate in the US is really time consuming and really expensive. So instead of using the will, they use a living will trust.
Okay, and if I'm an American who has one of these will trusts and I come over to the UK, is that a problem?
It could be a problem, and we definitely want to have a look at that. The reason it could be a problem is it might be a trust for UK tax purposes, but it might not. And often we can have differences between the two jurisdictions, so we really need to think about that ahead of time.
And what sort of problems might there be if I come to the UK with one of these and it is a trust?
So you could have problems about where it's resident. So is it a UK resident trust? Is it an offshore trust? We might need to think about what assets are inside that trust and how we get money out of it if we've got beneficiaries in the UK.
And are there any planning opportunities around here?
There definitely are some planning opportunities. So one really good idea is to look at this before you arrive in the UK if possible. We can think about whether the trust is viable, whether we want to keep it. We can think about any changes we might need to make in advance.
And what about if I'm already here and I find out that I've potentially got a problem?
So that is a bit more tricky, but there's absolutely still some things that we can do. So we look at, again, what do we need to do to make that a UK compliant trust and or just more friendly from a UK tax perspective, and again think about how we plan distributions out of that trust in the future.
And are there any compliance issues? Do I need to tell HMRC about my trust?
Yeah, unfortunately you do. HMRC have really expanded sort of the information that they require, for trusts, trustees and beneficiaries. So we'd need to think about registering that on the HMRC Trust Register, and actually that's whether it is a UK trust or even an offshore trust. There might be some reasons why we still need to register.
So some complicated areas with both taxes and compliance, so something that definitely needs to be looked at.
Absolutely. Always get some advice, and definitely before sort of actions are taken.